Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. Arden, I feel like that was an underwhelming amount of fog.
Don't goof up.
He's blanking.
I don't see any fog.
expected more. I just expected more fog. Hey, can I tell you something, Stacey DC? You know what this reminds me of? Remember back when we did our radio show, the Sleeves Grinder Super Show, on WEMF? Remember I had this idea that we would have Bong Wish. Remember this? We're going to have Bong Wish on the radio show, and what was going to happen is everybody in the room was going to get high except for me.
Oh yeah.
And then I was
I'm pretty sure that is happening.
And that's what this show is every week now. So
yeah.
In some ways, my dreams have all come true.
Only more high than normal tonight.
It's an incredible show this evening. I'm very excited about what's going to happen this evening. But first of all, let me introduce everybody. My name is Sleaze Grinder. I am the world-renowned rock and roll journalist. To my left, there she is, everybody. It's the Chachi to my fawns, Stacey DC. Let's hear it for Stacey DC. To my right, the peaches to my herb, leader of the Solid Chrome Dancers, Lily Chrome, everybody. On my further left, yeah, give him a little smoke there, Arden. There they are, the most dangerous band in town.
Smoke us up.
Strange Fuzz.
Yeah, take a shot. Get a close up on that one.
It's an incredible show this evening.
Oh boy.
We've got one of my all-time favorite bands here, and they've just released their new album on cassette. We're gonna hear all about it. We're gonna hear some songs from it. Of course, I'm talking about Bong Wish, everybody! Woo! All right, look at them over there. Incredible. Also, funny lady Cher Lynn's gonna make us laugh tonight, and the incredible Lucy Blueskies is going to be performing with the Heavy Leather's very own Cramps tribute band, the Black Leather Lagoon.
Hey, how did we do it?
I don't know how we do it. There's so much, but let me quickly before we begin. We were out last week.
Fire.
No, we're not on fire. It's
Okay.
just it's all completely safe. I was out. We were all out last week because I was in Austin, Texas. By the way,
What is that, Ken?
well, I gained 7 pounds in Austin, Texas. It was crazy.
God,
But
what did you eat?
I know. I
just fried food.
I can
huh?
only eat meat until it all wears off. But let's get I know what I was up to. Let's get the highlights. Strange Fuzz, what were your highlights? You had a crazy show.
We had a crazy show.
You had
We
a crazy
couple
show
crazy
with
shows.
the Banshees.
We played with the Banshees of all of them.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to playing with them a lot more
Yeah.
in the future. We also played with at the lovely Mad Dog's compound. You can check out Black Triangle Films on YouTube, and it's all there. So if you're
Don't
interested,
drink the punch.
don't drink the punch. That's
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
We wouldn't.
Stacey DC, highlights for you?
I started boxing.
Oh, wow. When will we have the
watch out.
first boxing match here on the air, and who will you be
given my
boxing?
hand-eye coordination,
Yeah.
I'm going to need 3 years at least.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
You can box any one of Strange Fuzz if you like.
Or all of us.
Wow.
Or all.
Who will be my first victim?
Lily Chrome, how about you? Any highlights since we last spoke?
Man, my life's pretty boring. I would say my highlight would be starting the Stranger Things 2
Okay.
Really?
this
Oh.
week.
Stranger
as
Things
good?
too, everybody. That's
show.
That's pretty
Let's
in
hear it
right
for
now.
television.
now.
We're on television.
It's pretty big.
We love
All
television.
right, before we get
Show
to the
within a
rock
show.
and roll, I got to keep a tight ship here. But, you know, when you go out somewhere, it's customary to bring something back. So I got some snacks from Austin for people. You know, they have different kinds of snacks out there in Texas. So, but I think you're going to enjoy them anyway. First, for Strange Fuzz, can you get I got some sour cream and onion crickets.
Oh, that's
for them.
perfect.
Oh,
yeah.
So
Those
they
are
can-
real, aren't they?
They can enjoy that. Here you go, guys.
Let's get a little shot of this.
Yeah, you can have some sour cream and
Yo,
onion crickets.
Give me those.
Come on.
Arden, come here for a second.
them.
For the crew, I got some
I'm actually gonna eat them
barbecue
right
mealworms. So enjoy those.
Intern.
Enjoy those.
That
And
last time you were there, you got me ranch mints.
yeah, and for the ladies, I got these lollipops that have scorpions in them. So you get there you go.
Spicy.
Are we going to have
Little-
to share
One
it?
for the you get one for both of you.
alright.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
So enjoy those, everybody. And while you're enjoying
Al.
those snacks, we will turn our attention to honestly one of the most exciting bands in town. You're gonna love them, and they're gonna play some songs from their new record. Here they are, everybody. Bong Wish! Yeah! Woo!
soldiers have left a mark on all that I've known. They're breeding evil in spite of all that we have told. Your house is built like a coffin in this cold old town that I've grown. My major star is leading to the path that once was home. My mother's mother had wept until the day she had died. Seeing close ones perish for others' sickness and crime. The peace has ended and has begun this old war. You can't kill lovers, we will only rise and love once more. Your fire soldiers have left a mark on all that I've known. They're breeding evil in spite of all that we have told. They're facing east when everything that you preach was west. So tell me now, how will this all end? So tell me now, how will this all end? So tell me now, how will this all end? sinking deep in a roots. You are not one to talk. You always sit and capture alone. Seeing the sun setting on its side, making time with reason. see through you. I can see through you. I can see through you. I can see you. You. I can see you. You. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you.
Yeah!
Thank you,
Bong wish, everybody. Miriam, why don't you come over here and we'll palaver a little bit. Bong wish, by the way, is 2 words. I always spell it with 1, but it's actually 2. Just for your FYI. These lollipops are a real treat. They all have insects in them.
I just can't wait
And
to
it's a
get
real-
to the scorpion.
come
There-
sit,
it's the most disgusting lollipop ever. Not because there's a bug in it, because there's no flavor. It just
It's
is
really
weird.
exciting because eventually you're going to get to the bug, and then you're really going to have to deal with things. Right? Hello, Miriam.
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party.
Oh, thank you.
It's a real thrill to have you here. Here's here's a fact. Here's a Heavy Leather fact. By the way, we started the show a year or so ago. Strange Fuzz, you remember you were there.
I think so, yeah.
But the first person I asked to be my co-host to this show obviously was the Chachi to my fawn, Stacey Deasy, and she said no. She turned me down.
Yikes, I did.
And then the second person that I
sounds
asked
pretty cool.
to be my co-host was this lady right here, Miriam.
You did?
I did, and then you also turned me down.
I don't remember that. That's not true.
It is. It's absolutely true. She turned me down.
I need proof. I remember this.
I'll show you later. But it was true. She was my first second choice.
I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision.
Yeah, I'm sure she thought it long and hard, and then
I don't know.
it's okay. Everybody thought this was a dumb idea when I started.
It was a
But look at it
terrible
now!
idea.
All right, so the only ones that believed in me were Strange Fuzz.
I mean, we didn't think it was gonna work.
Yeah, we didn't. I didn't think it was gonna work either.
But we were on board. It was cool, and
Well.
it is cool.
They also do
Okay.
the most drugs of anyone ever.
Yeah. It's a win-win.
Here's the other thing I want to say about Miriam of Bong Wish. By the way, how long has this band been in operation now?
About 2 years.
Couple of years now.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been with you the whole journey.
You have. You've been there from the beginning.
I really have. And here's what I want to say is,
True supporter.
Thank
True
you.
Supporter.
I want to say this. So, there is a I would say almost a surplus at this point, Stacey Deasy and Lily Chrome, of what I would call city witches at this point, right? Like everywhere you go, there's witches, right?
Yeah.
I am telling you,
You
that
should write a
Miriam
witch book. You really can.
Miriam
chronicle.
was the original. She was the original city witch, and any city witch in town owes everything to her. She had you remember, man, she had the giant witchy hats, and she was
Yeah.
doing stuff with sage years ago.
The
before it was
flare-
cool.
The long flared pants.
I mean, I don't know what sage is, but I know she does stuff with it. Am I right?
Yeah, totally. Cleanse with it.
I also always imagine her in roller skates, but I've never actually seen
She
you
can
in
roller
any.
skate.
Yeah, a little bit. I go to the Roller Palace sometimes.
Palace?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's that at?
The one in Saugus, right?
It's in the North Shore of Boston.
Roller Kingdom.
Yeah, I promised my wife I would never go there again because I broke my leg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now
remember?
you're gonna do yoga, right?
Yeah. Then I did yoga for a while. And by the way, almost everybody, I think everybody on the show tonight is really good at doing handstands. And I'm not going to ask anybody this. If they want to do handstands, they can
Not
do.
in this
Where?
one.
Where would
Not
we
in
do
this
a handstand?
skirt.
I don't-
Me because I cannot do a handstand.
I don't
But
know where I would
I've
do it,
seen
right
I've seen you can definitely do a handstand. I've seen you doing
it's
some
not like held my
yoga
feet
stuff.
up, maybe, but I don't know.
But I
Some
once
studio equipment.
I once saw Miriam do yoga while a band was playing. Remember that?
Yes,
That was pretty good.
Was that intentional, or did you make
I
too
was
many
just-
bong wishes?
I was just feeling it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that would be a new trend, but it was the only that was the only
time,
that
and
was
you
the
were
only
there.
performance.
You were there.
All right, listen, everybody. Everybody wants to know what a bong wish is. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have everybody give their estimation of what a bong wish might be, and then you say, Miriam, who you think nailed it.
Ooh.
Iggy Fuzz of Strange Fuzz, what do
Yes,
you
that's
think a
us.
bong wish is?
I think it's what the boys want to do right now. And that's leave and go.
Bingo.
Maybe
so you
have
think
a
it's
bong
you
and-
think it's just
I don't know.
We don't smoke reefer, Ken.
No,
okay.
no, no.
All right, so you guys
I'm
wouldn't know.
guessing
it.
it's like a
He does.
Wishbone or something. Where
It
you hit
sells
the
it.
bong and
A lot of it.
Big time.
Oh,
Is that all you got, Iggy Fuzz?
that's all we got.
All right. Lily Chrome, tell me what you think a bong wish might be.
It's a wish that you make when you take a hit off a bong.
Okay, so you
That's
take a
right.
hit off the bong.
Yeah.
So it's like post hit or like pre hit.
I
Right
have
before.
I like to set it in.
Pre-hit.
I bet it's the intention, like you set, in meditation.
Yeah.
The intention for where you would like your bong hit to go. Would you like it to go to the movies?
Yeah.
Would you like it to go
I like
to
that. That's nice.
to
I like
the
that sentiment. I
sushi
think
parlor?
that's
I don't
nice.
know.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, like, off the
Okay.
bat there. I like that.
Stacey DC is the closest to a bong wish because she has wished upon a bong as well.
I made one
think.
right before the show
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I would get that answer right.
This is my life now, just me and a bunch of high people all the time. I don't know how I got
Our
this
wishes
way.
are all coming true.
Happens to the best of us.
Haven't had a drink or a smoke or in 17 years. And look at where
I love that.
look at where I am. What have I done? By the way, there were 125 munchkins in The Wizard of Oz. This has nothing to do with Bong Wish, but there
I
are.
was just saying
That
today,
makes
actually,
sense.
I've never seen The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God!
Shame on me. Shame, shame, shame.
Well, there are 125 munchkins in The Wizard of Oz, and only one is still alive. You believe that?
Wow.
I mean, I think the movie was made like 75 years ago, but still.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Also, you want to know? Here's what else I found out today. Spam, the meat. It's
Is it
Oh,
me?
not the email.
lunch meat.
Would you call
Okay.
it?
Vegan.
Yeah, sure, I would call it meat. I got no problem with
product.
spam. It's very popular in Hawaii. Anyway,
Go on.
the entire spam factory, so automated, it only takes 13 people to run it.
Wow.
All of spam is made by only 13 people.
All these fun facts.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, all right.
So
Pretty
excited.
good.
So great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Are you against spam? I feel like you.
I don't eat meat.
Yeah. For how
Not
long?
against it. About 4 years.
4 years. All right. What was the last piece of meat you had? Do you
I
remember?
actually remember it. Yeah.
Okay, tell us what it was.
It was like a steak right off the grill, and I took a bite of it, and I was like, "Wow, it's very good," but I no longer wish to have it.
Really?
Mhm.
It was like was it an
The
epiphany?
willpower on this.
A little
person.
bit. It was like kind of intense. I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have meat anymore.
This is it forever.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those moments in my life. Those profound moments where you are a changed person from one moment to the next.
Yes.
It's beautiful when you
It
can
happened
actually.
overnight. It's like
Right.
that Beatles song. Love has a nasty habit of disappearing overnight.
It's-
Beautiful. It happens with things.
It does. And it's
love.
great when you can pinpoint it, when you can say, this is when this happened.
Right.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You just recorded your first record. I feel like it's been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, I actually recorded a record about like a year and a half ago, 2 years, and I got rid of it. And I started over.
You just burned the whole thing,
Yeah.
started over.
Another
again.
Because I
one of
wanted
those
to record it
moments.
myself, so I taught myself how to record and stuff and did that.
And then you went on tour.
Yes, I just got back from tour a few weeks ago.
Did you bring enough socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very warm. I didn't really wear any socks.
Oh, you didn't wear socks the
No,
entire
it was-
tour?
It was like maybe like once or twice around bedtime because it was a little colder at night.
Yeah. Okay. Did you?
All interesting things people give a shit about. Can you
What?
swear on this?
Yeah, no, you can't. So you just cost me $100.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that
That was
later.
1,000.
No, well, it's just that what happens is you
These
go
are
on
the kind
tour.
of things you should tell bands before they go on. The show.
Yeah, I know. I always forget because
It's
I
like
figure.
heavy leather topless.
Yeah, we
like,
need
I
to-
can't swear. It's like, come on, let me just like give me
Yeah,
like a
it's-
heads
We
up.
need a
It's fine.
sign.
All right.
They got a new record. What's it called?
It's just debut, like self-titled.
It's just self-titled.
Yeah,
Bong Wish is 2 words. Am I right?
correct.
What if I spell it as 1 word?
You do what you want.
Okay, thank you. Miriam, everybody from Bong Wish. All right, go over there. We'll hear some more Bong Wish in a little bit. Always a pleasure, Miriam. Just imagine, everybody, there's an alternate world where Miriam's sitting here every week, hitting the bong, and goofing around. Just didn't happen. Strange Fuzz, I went around town. I was like, hey, you want to do a show with me and Strange Fuzz? And they went, no.
Really?
Several people.
Several
but
people. No,
eventually,
sounds
eventually it
familiar.
all worked out.
Imagine?
Yeah.
Well, you
That's
know,
all right.
it's the most dangerous
Well,
band
you're
in town.
like the concept is
We're used to that.
leather, and I just didn't know how it would translate.
It's
at
all
the time.
legend.
Do you guys like to laugh? I get the feeling you like to laugh.
There's only one of us right now, but yeah. I've
I know
I've laughed.
Bong Wish likes to laugh. I'm almost certain that Lily Chrome likes to laugh,
She
and
loves it.
I know Stacy does. So we have a real treat for you. We have somebody that's going to make you laugh right now. Have you reached the insect portion of your lollipop yet?
I'm working hard. I'd like.
It's coming.
I think it's so gross. Like I
Really?
couldn't
You don't
eat it.
the
What's
actual?
the flavor? We have Listerine.
No, there's
banana.
no flavor.
Apple
It's
tart,
like
banana.
vanilla Band-Aid flavor.
Vanilla
Banana Band-Aid.
Here she is, everybody. She's gonna make you laugh. It's Cher, Lynn!
Hey guys. When they told me to stand over by the garbage, I was like, that's easy for me because that's all I'm attracted to and all I date. So, yeah. So the first and only time that I was ever choked during sex, just getting right to it. I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous about it or anything like that. I was actually super, super excited just because the sex was so bad. I was hoping he would just kill me. So, yeah, it's going to get darker. So, yeah. If you couldn't tell by that joke, I'm in the small margin of the population that doesn't respond well to Zoloft. So, yeah, the last guy I was dating said, you have some issues orgasming. Why is it so hard for you? And I explained to him those antidepressants, those SSRIs, they cause you to have a dip in your libido. But I also explained to him I have to keep taking the antidepressants to keep dating you. So pick your poison with that one. Yeah. So I work in finance. I read a lot of Forbes, and there were some Forbes in the bed one day, understandably. And he said, that's your problem, Cher. You need to loosen up a bit. You need to read more Cosmo. Right? Which is funny, ladies, because we know what Cosmo's all about. Whatever's trendy, ways to please your man, the best sexual positions. And for me personally, the best sexual position would actually be if you just choked me out to the point where I was no longer alive anymore. Thank you. Only because my soul could finally leave my body in peace without having to listen to 45 seconds of this. Is this good for you? 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 You could just do whatever you want with my cold, lifeless carcass. So, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah. Drummer gets it. If you couldn't tell by that, I am dead inside. So, I'm clinically depressed, but I prefer to call myself endorphinally challenged. I feel like it's a little bit more sellable. So, yeah, but I'm pretty bold and blunt about what I say to guys, and that's only because I've heard all the horrible excuses. I've been rejected for awful reasons. One of the worst excuses I ever got was, hey, I had a really nice time tonight. I'm going to go get us some wine. And then he just never came back. Pretty bad, right? I recently celebrated 3 years of sobriety. I'm sober. Thank you. Thanks. I feel like part of the reason why I'm sober, though, is because I'm still waiting on that bottle of wine from him. I have no idea what happened to him. So, yeah. So, my friends and I we were talking the other day about, dysfunctional relationships and pet peeves we had with our exes. And my ex used to feel my pulse when we were sleeping. He didn't know that I was awake, but I would feel the pressure of his hand on my neck. And then when he found out I had a pulse, he would go, oh, and then roll back over and go back to bed. Yes, that's how dysfunctional it was. So I was telling my friend, Jessica, it's not that big of a deal that your ex left the toilet seat up because I'm pretty sure my ex was trying to kill me. So I think I win that one. But, I've stayed in dysfunctional relationships just because I get so jealous thinking of the person with someone else. I'd rather have them stay with me and be miserable because it just irks me to think of them with someone else. So I realize I finally get the whole OJ thing. So, yeah. Think I'm going to go glove shopping. Too soon, guys? Too soon? How many years has it been? Yeah, so back to the topic of sobriety. One of the greatest challenges of my being sober is this thing called sober sex. I don't know if any of you have ever had it, but super, super awkward. Not because I have resting bitch face, but because I have resting this isn't working face. Yeah, so the last guy I was dating or hooking up with, he's a licensed contractor who plays guitar part-time in a reggae band, so I really hit the lottery with that one. He gets really excited during sex, and for me, I'm very self-conscious about getting tapped from behind. And that's because many years ago, when I was 18, I made a lovely decision to get one of those tramp stamp tattoos. Yeah, yep, we're in Somerville, so I can say this. My tramp stamp is Tinkerbell. That my friend drew when she was quasi-drunk that looks like Julia Roberts in Hook. Tinkerbell. Yeah. So when he was back there going at it, I guess he didn't know what to do or say. I'm still trying to get the voice right when I impersonate him, but this is what he did. Oh, yeah, I'm a real boy, Peter Pan, yeah! Yeah, I don't write jokes, guys. I just live them. So it was very awkward for me because I had to turn around and say TJ. Of course, his name's TJ. So that's not a quote from Peter Pan. That's Pinocchio. So, yeah. Pinocchio was aspiring to be the real boy, and Peter Pan never wanted to grow up and play in the woods with his friends, build forts, string along two women like Wendy and Tinkerbell, Come on, guys. Learn about your heritage. So, yeah, just lastly to end, I did meet someone recently, and one thing he said that really irked me, really liked him, was he said, I really like you, but I'm getting a lot of ass right now. I'm hooking up with a lot of chicks. But if you're not okay with it, I'll stop hooking up with them if you want to be serious. And I was like, that's not a great selling point on his part. And I wanted him to feel equally as crappy as that made me feel. So like, what can I say to him to make him feel equally as bad? So I said, I really, really like you, but I'm taking like a ton of dick right now. So much dick. I don't like any of it. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Some of it's too hard, some of it's too soft, some of it's too limp. But I'm taking it nonetheless. But if you want to be in a relationship, I'll stop taking all that dick. Just want to, again, just emphasize the train of dick that's being run on my ass. Thank you, guys. I'm Cher.
Cher, everybody! Cher Lynn, incredible.
You could say dick, right?
You could say dick. Why? Yeah.
Say dick.
Yeah, dick is fine.
The B word? The B word.
That's fine. Recently, very recently, speaking of dating, a guy asked you out on a date to an open mic, and you said that was absolutely unacceptable. My question to you is that unacceptable because you're a comic, or just in general?
I think in general, and just because it was a Middle East open mic, which like everyone knows is like the worst open mic you could take someone. It's like a circus.
Ever.
Yeah, it's brutal. So
Also, lots of dick there.
yeah, true. I don't know about the quality attached to it, but yeah, it's a pretty brutal mic.
Do you have like an I don't date comics rule? Is that a thing?
No, I don't have. I mean, some people have it, I think, but I don't. I mean, if you like someone, you like someone. I feel like if you're mature about it, you know,
Right.
but some people aren't.
Here's my question for you, because you seem, and I might be inaccurate here, but you seem
Like a happy girl.
Yes, she seems pretty well adjusted, and also not at all. There's a lot, there's a lot of awkward comedians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't leave them in a room because you start worrying about them. Cher, I think it's going to be fine if you
We're
leave her
worried
room.
she's gonna kill herself, but we're not worried.
We've had some pretty suicidal comics on the show.
She's not gonna malfunction in any other way.
But here's my question to you. I was just thinking about this. Lily Chrome, you remember back in the days when you wanted to get out of a conversation with people in the past few years, you could just pretend you were getting a phone call, right? Like, oh, I got to take this call, right?
Yeah.
Nobody talks on the phone anymore, so Cher Lynn, as a pretty well-adjusted, socially aware person, if you want to get out of a conversation, how would you do it?
I've had actually someone call me and say that they were like locked out. I've texted someone and asked them to call me and tell me it's an emergency. But that's if it was a really bad situation. Like I can figure something else out.
It's the emergency text. That's what you do now.
Yeah, you can kind of like slyly do it.
I've heard there's an app for that.
There's an emergency text app to get you out of these conversations?
I think so.
How would you come bail me out of a date?
Oh yeah, anytime. I'll bail any of these. I'll bail any of you guys out of a date if you want.
All right.
I'll just show up and wreck the joint. No problem.
Would you go on a date with me?
Direct conversation with anyone.
All right, we're gonna find out every place that we can find Cher Lynn, because you just got a taste. You're gonna want more. That's the way it goes with you, Cher. They get a taste, they need more. By the way, what a fancy name too, Cher Lynn.
Cher
So
Lynn
glamorous.
is a famous, huge African American lady who
She is?
sings
Oh yeah.
"To Be Real," one
Like
of
the
my
80s or
favorite
70s.
power ballad songs.
Okay.
Do you know it?
Yeah, great song.
Lily knows it. All right, here's my question to you, and then later on we're gonna find out where she's at. But before she goes for now, can you give us a book recommendation that may change our lives?
A book recommendation that may change your life.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to say like there's this one called Eastern Body, Western Mind. That's really good. It's about the chakra system. This might be a little boring, but
She's a little witchy too, I think.
Is that a sex thing, the
Well,
chakra?
I did a yoga instructor certification, so it was something like it was a book that it's about how like your body operates with certain things in the different chakra system and
Beautiful. I need that. But also if you follow
sober people, I don't know.
if you follow her on Facebook, she's probably talking about handstands. She's probably the best handstander I've ever seen.
Wow, really?
Thank you.
Is that what they call them, handstanders?
Yeah,
Of course.
So do you
handstander.
have strong hands?
Maybe we'll
strong
get a
shoulders?
handstand at the end of the show. I don't know.
sure.
Okay, beautiful. All right, there she is. Cher Lynn, everybody. We'll find out more about where she's at later on. But we must keep the show rolling, and what a treat we have. We have a double whammy of goodness coming your way.
God, I'm really excited and
Look
nervous.
at these guys over there.
Look at this heavy leather tribute band.
Here's what happened, everybody. We got the great Lucy Blueskies here. She wanted to do a Cramps song. We have some Cramps fans in the crew. They decided to form a band. The band is called the Black Leather Lagoon. And the person dancing to it this evening, here she is, everybody. It's the incredible Lucy Blueskies! And the Black Leather Lagoon!
I can't even. That's the closest I'll ever get to a Victoria's Secret fashion show, 5 feet from my face.
I know. It just and I can't believe. Hey, Black Leather Lagoon. Let's get Chris Knievel from the Black Leather Lagoon. Let's get him. Let's get him over here for a second. Here we go. Here he goes.
God. When they step up, they step up.
Buddy, that was an incredible display.
Thank you.
I want to know how difficult it was to put all that together.
It's a nightmare. I work with mental people. It was an absolute travesty. I never want to get involved in music ever again. It was awful.
Black Leather Lagoon, everybody! Boy, I can't wait for their next gig. I'm sure it's coming up very soon. Hey, Lucy Blueskies, come on over here and we'll talk a little bit. You can squeeze in over. There's always room on the couch. You can grab that microphone down there, and we'll talk a little bit. Hey, by the way, Lynn, do you do any impressions? Are you any good at impressions? Oh, okay. She only do.
She did a pretty good Peter Pan, didn't she?
That's true. Yeah. She can do a guy. Yeah. I'm pretty good. You can't do any impressions, can you? Can you do any?
They're inappropriate.
Lucy Blueskies, you any good at impressions?
No one. I don't think anyone would recognize.
Yeah, that's the problem. You get too specific with them.
Yeah, just like your retarded cousin you're not supposed to make fun of. That's mine.
Lily Crumb, you got any?
I don't.
I'm really good at the aardvark from Pink Panther, but nobody even remembers that.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Nobody even remembers that cartoon anymore. It's been so long. Hey, Aunt. If you knew the aardvark, the aardvark, that'd be perfect.
You know what?
Johnny Barash, you remember the aardvark, right? Hey, Aunt. It's perfect.
Oh, we do now. We remember now.
I can also do Barney Rubble. You ready? Hey, Fred. Perfect, right? That's Barney Rubble.
That was really good.
Lucy Blueskies. How did you become Lucy Blueskies? Is it because of your affection for fair weather? Or is that?
It comes from multiple places. So
Okay.
my back tattoo is actually going to have blue skies and clouds as the top of it.
Okay, all right.
And my grandmother was a burlesque dancer, and she was named Lucy.
Oh my God! So you're carrying on in a fine tradition, a family tradition.
It's in her blood, man.
It really is. It's incredible. Did you ever get to see your grandmother perform?
Unfortunately, not. She passed away when I was 2.
And they didn't. They never recorded
No
her.
old cassette tapes. Any old outfits?
Yeah.
No,
A trunk full of.
I feel
Yeah.
my dad's not super willing to give up that information.
Oh, right.
Understandable,
That's fair.
understandable. You don't want to talk about your mom stripping. You know.
Right.
Is there a Lucy Gray Skies who's like
Yeah.
your rival? That would be good.
Well, tell me if you find her.
Okay. Yesterday was Halloween. By the way, I'm fine with it Halloween being over. Iggy Fuzz, am I right? Is it enough with Halloween?
I don't know. I think we need a little more.
Really? You need a little
Yeah,
more?
we were gonna dress in costume, but we bailed.
I've had all I can take of this Halloween.
I had a terrible sugar headache at like 2 a.m.
It's so much with this
It's
We're gonna keep
endless
going.
costuming and candy. It's just too much. How was your Halloween,
Candy.
Lucy Blueskies?
Favorite
I know
day of
I know it's your best. This is really when you shine, I believe.
Yes, I do.
Tell us, describe, give me a little snapshot of the Lucy Blueskies Halloween experience 2017.
My Halloween experience ended up being an entire month of Halloween.
Right.
So I just debuted in June, and I ended up performing with Blow, the Boston League of Wicked Wrestlers. That was amazing. I performed at Spook Show A Go-Go, at the Opus in Salem. Oh, goodness, I am blanking on all the other places I
So wait,
performed.
are you saying you just started in June?
I just started in June.
Oh my God. That was your first ever performance?
Yes, in June.
How long have you been working on all that?
Yeah.
A little while beyond that, but it took me a while to...
Do you
rip the
remember your
Band-Aid off.
first time you performed for yourself? Was that the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
It was more cringy doing it in front of people for the first time. My first act was not the best, but you know what? It
But
gets
does
better
the
every
feeling
time.
sexy feel innate? Or is that something you have to...
Ooh, now that is an intellectual question.
Without sounding cocky, I do feel sexy most of the time. I just love myself, and who I am
So
as a
good.
person, and that kind of it helps. But I definitely still have a lot of insecurities, and that's.
Do you think
obviously
anyone can learn burlesque, or do you think you really have to have that?
Oh yeah, I think anyone can do it because
even
there's
us?
so many different
yeah.
spectrums.
Even us?
Oh yes, you could. I feel like there's such a wide spectrum of burlesque now. You have classic burlesque, you have more neo burlesque, which
Yeah.
is big in Boston. Gorlesque is huge in the Boston scene, and that's
Gorlesque,
who I-
everybody. Gorlesque!
Incredible.
We've done some of that on the
Shout
show. We'll be returning for our anniversary show. We're gonna shower this place in blood on our anniversary show. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Ooh.
Hey, this is just a guess, Lucy Blueskies. Just watching you perform,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you said to me, "I can do a trapeze act," I would believe it. Do you think you could do a trap? Doesn't she look like she could do a trapeze act?
Not
Like
yet.
I don't have one here, but if I dropped one down right now,
Yeah,
We have
some
one.
silk ropes,
Yeah.
some hoops.
yeah,
I could certainly make a fool of myself in a trapeze act.
I think you
would
should
love
give it
to
a
learn that.
yeah. I think you should give it a
love to
shot.
learn
I see some circus performing in
Yeah.
Lucy Blue
I mean, one
Skies
thing at a
future.
time, though, pal. She's
I
getting
know
into
she just
burlesque.
started and she's already
killing it.
The funny thing is, when I mentioned Lucy Blue Skies coming on the show, everybody's like, "Oh my god, I love Lucy
Yeah.
Blue Skies. She's a
She's
sensation."
done a lot of work in the last 4 months.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Thank you guys.
it's incredible. Let's hear it for everybody. Lucy Blue Skies. Here's a question that I have for you. Do you have any irrational fears?
Yes, and I'm afraid if I say it, all of my friends
Ooh.
are going to torment me
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I'll give you mine. I really can't deal with popping balloons. Cannot deal with. Am I right? But right.
Yeah.
But I have to deal with it on this show constantly. Every week on this show, it's somebody's birthday, and we're filled with balloons, and then we're popping them, and every one is like my soul is shrieking every time the thing pops.
I
Now,
didn't know that.
Good for you for facing your fear every single week, pal.
yeah, but it doesn't. Here's the problem. I never feel any better about it. I pop 1,000 balloons. I still hate it every single time.
That's
Failed
irrational as it
exposure
gets.
therapy.
Yeah. Oh, so what do you got? Lay it
So-
on us.
How about this? I'll tell you the name of the phobia, and
Okay.
I'll give you one guess at what it is, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm caborophobic.
Holy smokes.
Kabora.
Caborophobic. Iggy Fuzz.
Yes.
Anybody?
What is it? What is caborophobic?
Afraid of frogs.
Oh, that's it. It's fair. No.
Clearly.
Nope. I'm afraid of crabs.
Hey, that's
like
pretty
like
good. Frogs
beach
and crabs are the
okay,
same thing
like
in my
beach
book.
crabs, not like crabs.
they're pretty
Crabs,
bad.
beach,
Yeah.
but those two, no thanks. But beach crabs.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're pretty awful, right?
What about these scorpion lollipops?
No thanks, but I could deal with that. I can deal with spiders even much better than
Will you
crabs.
eat
It's
them?
really
Wow.
just
Spiders.
crabs.
Yeah, will you eat a crab?
Is it just
No,
No.
I'm also
Is it a
vegan, so
conquest?
no.
Okay, she's averse to eating crabs. How about
This
you?
is a
You-
weird
you eat
one.
crabs, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Tear them right open.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Love
Oh
it.
no, I highly advocate for that. Please get them away from
Yeah,
me.
'cause then
In
she
any
doesn't
way,
have to deal
any
with
way,
them.
Please, yes.
By the way, did you like to dress up and put on costumes and all this when you were a kid, or is this something that you developed as you got older?
Yes, so I actually just found an old family photo album, and almost every picture of me going back from 3 years old up until more recent times, anytime someone asked me to take a picture, my pose was like,
Oh,
just
nice.
like, and now I'm like, okay, it's coming together now. Why I'm doing this? But
Yeah.
this was in me from the beginning.
It was there. It was
What
always
about
there.
making costumes?
I love.
I mean, how
making
many
my own
burlesque
costumes.
people have to like commission someone else to do that?
I couldn't speak to that. I'm not 100% sure what other people do, but I know there is a lot of people really value, a handmade costume or something that you kind of make your own. Like actually, these pasties.
You made your own?
No, these were made by Brandy Wine from Rogue Burlesque.
Oh, yes.
But I
Incredible.
bedazzled them with the female symbol on them. So
The female still?
Like, if honestly, Stacey DC, Lily Chrome, I feel like we should be bedazzling on our days
Yeah,
off.
we could be
Yes.
doing much
yeah, we could.
more
We
in
could
that
really
department.
look.
Yeah.
Look at this place. This
And let's
place
face
is
it, we
this
have the
place is
time.
not nearly dazzling enough. It could really a glue gun and some sequins.
Yeah.
it goes a long way.
It could really,
Spikes.
yeah, it could really change things for us. Lucy Blue Skies, it is an honor and a privilege to have you perform for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna find out in a few minutes. Thank you, Lucy Blue Skies. There she goes, everybody. You can. There she goes. We're gonna find out everywhere that we can find Lucy Blue Skies in just a few minutes. But now, everybody, it's time to get back. Let's all relax a little bit. We'll get a little. There goes. I gave Arden the.
God, he's popping
I
up
know.
out of nowhere
He's
with
going
his
bananas
fog.
with that thing. He loves it. Here they are, everybody. Your favorite band, Bong Rich. Incredible. All right, everybody. It's we're almost at the end of the show, and it's time for the plugs. Let's get everybody back here. Let's get Bongwish over here. Let's get Cher over here. Let's get Lucy Blueskies over here. Let's get the Black Leather Lagoon over here, and we'll find out where everybody's going to be. Because after all, Stacy, that's why everybody's here.
That's why we're here.
They got shows they want you to go to. They got products that they want you to buy. So we're going to find out all about that. Let me tell you, by the way, next week on the show, Spirit Level is going to be here. Funny lady, Amama Seder, is that
she's
good?
great.
Okay, good. She's going to be here, and we're playing a game. I don't know what the game is yet, Stacy. We're working on it.
I can't wait.
Director Stacy's working on it. By the way, it's almost time for Hot Cockles, our favorite Christmas game.
Again?
Yes.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember what happened last time.
How did we forget?
You were severely injured.
You ever play Hot Cockles?
Would you?
I'm
by the sound
interested
of it?
now.
Here's what happens at Hot Cockles. Me and Stacy get blindfolded, and then everybody puts their name in a hat, and they pick out a name, and then whoever name we pick out, they have to hit us.
Yeah.
And then we have to guess.
Like full force punch you in the face.
Anything they want.
Anything they want, and you would hope,
Nutsack
since
jab?
it's a group of
Yeah.
friends, that they're not going to do much
But
damage to
turns
you.
out they do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I picked our old director, John Manson, who, if any of you know John
Worst one you
Manson,
could have drawn, man.
worst guy I could have drawn. He hit me. He slapped me so hard
with a ring on.
with a ring on in my bare head that I saw stars. Hot Cockles.
It was the
And of course,
best.
but I won because I knew it was him. Who else would do that to me?
Yeah.
Hot Cockles, everybody. Maybe
Everyone's
next week.
a winner in Hot Cockles.
Yeah, everybody's a winner. Sherilyn, you have your comedy career is really on a hot streak. Tell us where we're gonna tell us where we're gonna find you next.
So tomorrow I'm going to be in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
How are you going to get there?
What are you leaving here and going right to the airport?
Tomorrow morning, the Lady Laughs Comedy Festival. So, and then I think next week on Wednesday I'll be at the Burn in Somerville. So
All the way
yeah,
from
here.
Wisconsin to the Burn in
Burn
1 week.
back, yeah, just for the Thursday through Sunday I'll be in Wisconsin.
That is
So,
incredible,
should be
everybody.
good.
Incredible. Lucy Blueskies.
Yes.
Where are we going to find Lucy Blueskies next?
So I will be performing next at the Midway Cafe for Punk Rock and Pasty Poppin', and that's on Monday the 13th.
Fantastic.
And you can always find me on my Patreon page if you'd like to support me. Just Lucy Blueskies.
Lucy Blueskies, everybody.
Thank you.
Patreon's the thing that's happening. I don't know what it is, but you should check it out because it's probably worthwhile.
Sick.
Hey, Strange Fuzz, you got a Patreon?
We got a couple.
Okay.
Yeah,
Strange
we're doing
Fuzz.
good.
Let's find out what's happening with Strange Fuzz next.
Ask the drummer.
Okay. Hey, drummer, what's
All
happening?
right, I know one of them. We're playing at Ralph's Diner with 3 Parts Dead, and the other band is to be announced on the 11th of November.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, they're
please
really
do
good.
the second one, something in JP, I
We're
guess.
playing December 1st at the beautiful, lovely Jeannie Johnston in Jamaica Plain. So
Beautiful.
please
That's
come,
that's
come by and meet us.
Hey, Bongwish, Miriam, Bongwish, where are we going to see Bongwish next?
Perfect.
There's nothing.
That's perfect. I gotta get on that plane.
Miriam doesn't have anything.
So
Look at that. But you can go to Bandcamp and you can buy their record. It's available now. Bongwish.bandcamp.com. Self-titled on cassette. I imagine also digitally, if that's your bag. Hey, the Black Leather Lagoon. Where are we gonna hear you guys next?
We're retiring after this. We can't handle the pressure. Lux has come back from the dead, and he's not happy about it. But you can check our real band, the Gala US. We've got a bunch of records out. Stop by Deadbeat Records. Get all of our new 7-inches. We have a new single drop in a couple weeks because we're lunatics and we like wasting our time.
Lunatics!
To go, everybody! Hey, where's Arden? Arden has always got something to plug.
Got a new show.
Got some
I
kind
heard.
of thing to plug.
Yeah.
Couple new
Hi, everybody. It's me, Arden the intern. I have a new show that I'm working on right now. It's called Camp Massachusetts. Find us on Facebook. We just released the first promo. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Yeah!
God, what do you think that's
do it.
about?
We have 2 minutes left before we have to go, so I wonder, Sherilyn,
Handstand.
handstand. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, she's gonna do it, everybody.
Bike cracking.
What a good sport.
Okay. Just do it over there, right there, and then we'll have all the cameras on you, and then we will all clap for you because, okay, you can take your heels off. This is going to be This is really going to be worth the effort, everybody. She is.
God,
this,
what about your necklace?
This handstand is going to knock you out. Here she goes. A little drum roll. Drum roll. Here we go. Incredible, everybody! Cher, Lynn, everybody!
Amazing.
I gotta say, she knew that was gonna go well.
That's it, everybody. That's our show. Here they are, the most dangerous band in town. Strange Force!
You wanna have a problem, make it right, but you never crawl in the middle of night, and you sit alone in your living room. You wanna back it in. Hey, yeah! You wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. You wanna see the waves in the sky, but she never goes for your type of guy, and you wanna have the attitude, but you know it's all wrong. Hey, you wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. Hey, yeah! You wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. You wanna back it in. You wanna see the prophecy, but you lied, and you never dig in the river, you die, and you wanna stick to the wicked, and you wanna have your
Clap, everybody!
Dude, that was the most elaborate fucking drum roll I've ever heard. I'm jumping.